Hello, spiritual seekers and history enthusiasts. Have you ever wondered about the true origins of divinity? For centuries, the narrative has often focused on male deities. But what if I told you that goddesses were not just present, but ubiquitous from the very dawn of human civilization? Get ready to embark on a fascinating journey through time as we uncover the pervasive and extraordinary role of goddesses in ancient religions, their surprising presence even in traditions we thought were purely patriarchal, and how their influence continues to resonate today. This is a story that will challenge your perceptions and open your mind to the divine feminine in ways you never imagined. The ancient roots, Paleolithic Venuses, and the Numina Mother. Our journey begins tens of thousands of years ago, between 30,000 and 40,000 years BCE in Paleolithic Europe. Here, archaeologists unearthed remarkable artifacts, statues of nude women, often called Paleolithic Venuses. These aren't just ancient art, they are profound religious symbols. With exaggerated breasts, buttocks, and bulging bellies, these figures powerfully symbolized fertility and the giving of life. They are strikingly similar to later finds from the Halafian era in Mesopotamia and Syria, dating back to the 5th millennium BCE. What do these ancient figures tell us? They reveal that the earliest attested role of the goddess was that of the Numina Mother, a divine source of life, abundance, and sustenance for both humans and the natural world. Imagine a world where the very act of creation, of life itself, was embodied by a powerful female deity. This wasn't just a belief, it was a fundamental understanding of existence.
Goddesses and cosmogony and explaining their omnipresence. The influence of goddesses wasn't limited to figurines. They were central to the most fundamental questions humanity ever asked. Where did we come from? The earliest cosmogonies, or creation myths, across diverse cultures echoed a singular idea. The world, or the earth itself, emerged from the body of a primary goddess. She was the source, the primal mother from whom all existence flowed. Naturally, scholars have tried to explain this widespread reverence. Let's explore some key theories. 19th century cultural evolutionism. This theory proposed an early matriarchal social order. The idea was simple. If mothers ruled families and queens ruled nations, then goddesses ruled the heavens. It was believed that female dominance in society mirrored the divine realm. Father Wilhelm Schmidt's theory, 1930s. Schmidt, a prominent ethnologist, suggested that as women were the first to cultivate plants, their social importance grew significantly. This led to the cult of the Earth Mother and the conception of a supreme being as female. While placing the goddess in an early but secondary role, Schmidt acknowledged her profound impact. The Freudian perspective. From a psychoanalytic viewpoint, the goddess represents a stage in early human development where the mother is perceived as an omnipotent source of both satisfaction and deprivation. She's a maternal figure whose qualities stem from unconscious fantasies common to all people. This theory even delves into the paradox of the goddess as both virgin and harlot, and even her bloodthirsty aspects as projections of infantile desires and fears. The Jungian analytical psychology. Carl Jung viewed the great goddess as a primal image or archetype, an inner image operating within the human psyche, symbolically expressed in myths and art. The archetypal feminine, later defined as the Great Mother, embodies a fascinating characteristic, the unification of opposites. She embodies both positive and negative attributes, reflecting the undifferentiated nature of the unconscious before consciousness separates good and evil. These theories, while diverse, underscore the profound psychological and cultural impact of the divine feminine across human history.
Judaism's unique structure and the goddess question. Now let's turn our attention to Judaism, a religion often perceived as a bastion of strict monotheism. Unlike Roman Catholicism, with its centralized church, Judaism has never developed a monolithic structure imposing a single doctrine on all its communities. This decentralized nature led to regional variations and the existence of heterodox groups without formal schisms. While official Judaism, especially after the prophetic teachings, emphasized a strict ethical monotheism with a singular, non-physical, and male god, Yahweh or Elohim, historical evidence reveals a different story. For centuries after the traditional date of the Sinai revelation, goddess worship played a significant role among biblical Jews. Prophets vehemently condemned these practices, yet the common people and even their leaders continued to revere female deities. This raises a crucial question. How could these seemingly conflicting religious tendencies coexist? The answer lies in Judaism's flexible framework. Even when official formulations of faith were established, diverse variations of belief coexisted. The genius of idolatry, as described in Talmudic myths, was a powerful force, deeply embedded in the religious life of the people, even within the sacred spaces of the temple itself.
Now, let's turn our attention to Judaism, a religion often perceived as a bastion of strict monotheism. Unlike Roman Catholicism with its centralized church, Judaism has never developed a monolithic structure imposing a single doctrine on all its communities. This decentralized nature led to regional variations and the existence of heterodox groups without formal schisms. While official Judaism, especially after the prophetic teachings, emphasized a strict ethical monotheism with a singular, non-physical, and male god, Yahweh or Elohim, historical evidence reveals a different story. For centuries after the traditional date of the Sinai revelation, goddess worship played a significant role among biblical Jews. Prophets vehemently condemned these practices, yet the common people and even their leaders continued to revere female deities. This raises a crucial question. How could these seemingly conflicting religious tendencies coexist? The answer lies in Judaism's flexible framework. Even when official formulations of faith were established, diverse variations of belief coexisted. The genius of idolatry, as described in Talmudic myths, was a powerful force, deeply embedded in the religious life of the people, even within the sacred spaces of the temple itself.
The enduring legacy of the Jewish goddess, metamorphoses, and modern echoes. Despite the prophetic condemnations, goddesses like Asherah, Astarte, and Anat, though foreign in origin, were adopted by the Israelites and became, in essence, Jewish goddesses. They were an integral part of popular religion, providing the benefits of goddess worship that the purely male Yahwism could not. Even after the spirit of idolatry was supposedly eradicated in the days of Nehemiah, the Jewish goddess found ways to survive, undergoing remarkable metamorphoses. One manifestation was the female cherub in marital embrace with her male counterpart within the Holy of Holies in the rebuilt temple, a subtle yet powerful re-entry of the feminine divine. Later, she transformed into the Shekinah, a feminine name for the divine presence of God. The Shekinah embodies the loving, joyful, maternal, suffering, and emotional aspects of the deity. By the 13th century, with the rise of Kabbalah, the Shekinah, also known as Matronit, the matron, the lady, or the queen, emerged as a distinct female deity. She possessed her own will, often acting independently of, and sometimes even in opposition to, the traditional male god, playing a greater role in the affairs of Israel. Kabbalistic mythology also introduced evil goddesses or demons like Lilith, who, in a striking parallel, even became God's consort after the destruction of the temple and the Shekinah's exile with the Jewish people. Today, the greeting, "Come Bride," is still recited in synagogues during Friday evening prayers, a remnant of an ancient mystical greeting to the Shekinah, though its original meaning is often forgotten. The author of our source text poses a powerful question: is the Jewish goddess dead, or merely slumbering, ready to reawaken? He suggests that if she is to revive, it will be in the land of Israel, where her story unfolded, and where her forms of Rachel and Leah once revealed the divine meaning of earthly love.
perhaps she will reappear in a surprising old-new image to mediate between humanity and God and draw back those who have lost faith.
Conclusion: the enduring power of the divine feminine. From the caves of Paleolithic Europe to the mystical depths of Kabbalah, the story of the goddess is a testament to the enduring human need for the divine feminine. Whether as the nurturing mother, the cosmic creator, or the compassionate presence, goddesses have shaped our understanding of the sacred for millennia. Their legacy reminds us that divinity is multifaceted, encompassing both masculine and feminine principles, and that the search for meaning is an ongoing journey of discovery. What are your thoughts on the role of goddesses in history and religion? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more fascinating explorations, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of the past. See you next time!